No,
You know, Kahuna. Let me share you a dream. Let me share you a beautiful dream I had.
I
Who
have
here
a
has seen
dream.
Dave Chappelle? Who here has seen Dave Chappelle do the freaking what's it say? It's the guy with the long hair that did all that blow. What was his name? Rick James.
Oh,
Dave Chappelle.
I
Dave Chappelle doing Rick James.
yeah.
I have never seen that.
I haven't.
You should, man. It is very beautiful. Anyway, for some damn reason, I just imagine him as a Japanese dude with horrible English, just saying, "Nice plays, that one," you know. And, and just imagining an Asian man with broken English saying the N word.
Oh no.
It gives me a special place in my heart, you know.
Well, then go watch
You don't
Rush
need a
Hour.
character to do that. They'll say it straight up.
Yeah, go watch Rush Hour. You can see Jackie Chan do it and be confused why everybody
that's
starts
right.
smacking him around.
He didn't know English for a lot of his movies, actually.
Yeah, he didn't. He had to do like
Cannonball Run. He didn't know English at all.
Oh wow!
I do believe that was his first movie, wasn't it? Cannonball Run.
Oh no, his
First
first
movie?
movie.
First American movie.
I don't. It depends. Some of his
That's
movies got
1980.
re-released. So.
Yeah, it was really early.
Oh,
But
no,
we're
no,
talking
no,
like
no, no.
an American-produced movie.
Yeah.
He was in a Bruce Lee movie, so it depends on if that counts or not, because those were a bit old.
You know what? Yeah, I believe so. I do think he filmed those here, so yes, that would count.
Yes.
Yep, 100%. He talked about getting he got hit by him for real. It was just a mix up in the choreography, and he felt really bad. He's like, all right, give him a better job, like you can give him holiday pay or some crap. He's like, oh yeah, oh no, it really hurts. Oh shoot.
Oh man.
But I think about through all the 80s how every time people specifically from China were on screen, they were always shown with a camera. That was the big stereotype back then. Chinese people cameras, Chinese people cameras. Then we get to modern day and we hear all the spy rumors and some of it confirmed, and we're like, now we know why they all had cameras. Son of a bitch.
Well,
I knew I couldn't trust that 6-year-old.
Unfortunately, it's true. They would hand 6-year-olds cameras, and they don't know. They're just filming everything. They don't know that they're actually being used.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like I imagine, like half of them would just go to get their film developed back in the day when you still had to do that, and it was just like, oh, I guess we'll just take a look through these real quick.
But I can't help but think about Gede Watanabe's his bit role in Gremlins 2, where the guy who's the knockoff of Grandpa Munster comes up to Gede and is like, I need a cameraman, and he goes, work the camera.
Mister,
I am the camera.
But what really cracked me up was an episode of A-Team years ago. They did the episode. It took place in a Chinatown. I can't remember what state, but it was in a Chinatown.
China.
And through the whole episode, they would do car chase scenes through the town, and the music they were playing in the background was the A-Team mixed with the stereotypical Chinese. So you hear I'm like, holy crap, they would never put this on TV today.
No,
but what also cracked me up was the majority of the cast, you look at them, you could tell they're actually Japanese, not Chinese.
Well,
yeah.
It's usually how that works.
Well, speaking of that, the original Godzilla versus Kong.
Oh, I miss the 80s. Because people could look at the absurd, laugh at it, and not get offended. They could go, yeah, it is what it is, whatever. Now it's like...
I miss the cocaine.
That was something one of my Chinese food friends was actually telling me. I had a young man. He was a wonderful guy. I won't mention his name. Fabulous young man who came and stayed with my son during high school, and actually would come to our house every year at Christmas. He was like 6'3" and really tall, and he was from Shanghai. And
wow!
Yeah, everybody's expecting him to be this little short person, and he would absolutely lose.
You kind of broke the mold.
Yes, he did. What he said it was the shame that there was a group of that particular ethnicity in Shanghai who had lived there so long, they had become very tall as an urban, sort of like an urban tribe. And that was his family and their related, people. And he said, there was a lot of them in there that were just totally different, and nobody knew about them because they all knew it from watching American movies, especially in the 80s when they would use Japanese people and smaller people to portray Chinese. And so he was really, adamant about that. No, we all look different. We have different faces and everything like that. He was really big on it. So he taught me a lot, and I love him.
The only reason I was able to tell is because for years I used to be good friends with a Korean chick. So I got used to seeing what appears as subtle to us when we don't see it all the time. When you're around them, it becomes more prominent, and you're like, how did you two look nothing alike? How was it I used to mix you up?
Yeah.
It's because you get used to this different set of features, and then they stand out to you. They become more prominent.
Yes.
Sir, gentlemen, that's not set in stone. Remember, I had to be the token minority here and remind you all that won't matter in 10 years.
Shut up, Meg.
Stormcrow, are we going to have to start an Islander fight right here, right now?
Stormcrow, do you need a fish? I've got clams. Will that help?
I prefer cod and salmon. Thank you.
I'll see what I can
bones.
do. Hold on while I go to the kitchen.
Thank you.
I like extra buttery fish sticks.
Order coming
Get
right
the
up.
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
If someone has Spam and Reese's, that would be great. Little taro salad, yeah.
Hey, does anyone have a
Spam and
Snickers?
Reese's?
Yeah.
Like Reese's Pieces or Reese's Peanut Butter?
Peanut butter cup, yeah.
Does
So
anybody have
I can
a?
go for the peanut butter, that's for certain.
Does anybody have a
I am
Snickers?
willing to try this.
No.
How
What
the
you
fuck
do
did
is
I
you get
get
your
muted?
Spam, you fry it, and you make some Spam musubi, which is basically just Spam sushi. Dude, I could eat that every single day and be a happy man.
I'm serious. The
Nice.
Spam, bacon flavored Spam, when it is fried, is the absolute. It is so good.
Big,
I
beautiful slabs, wonderfully crispy Spam.
Huge.
Beautiful, huge Spam energy.
And then you put
So beautiful.
the pineapple slice on there, and it's just beautiful. Just eat that.
No, not the pie. Why always the pineapple, guys? Pineapple is a wonderful fruit, but it should be we need segregation when it comes to pineapple.
No,
Hold that
yeah.
up. Hold that up for just a moment. Billy Bob Sack, how about a mic check?
Fuck you.
All right, it's finally working.
I don't know what the fuck happened because I was kind of weird because I said some shit and like nobody said anything back and I was like, what the fuck? Because I said
Oh,
the
No,
Kapla
we
shit,
all
and
agreed that we
you
wouldn't
played the
listen to
Kapla
you.
clip. You played the fucking Kapla clip and you're like, oh, dude, anyways. And I said, I just fucking did this.
We weren't hearing anything from you. We thought you were away from the keyboard.
I heard
Yeah,
one
for sure.
applause. That was it.
Oh, I love you, and I'm glad you're back.
I wish you would leave, Billy.
So
Get outta
Stormcrow
here.
didn't hear me saying that he's like a Chihuahua with Down syndrome.
I thought you were talking about me.
I heard that the first time for the record.
Oh,
That doesn't hurt as much as you think it does, because everybody knows all Puerto Ricans are bastard dogs. We're not pure breed.
No,
We're
you
called
guys are
Sacos
like
for a
you guys
reason.
are like the dogs people still fight in, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Andrew Campbell says pineapple is native to Hawaii, on the island of Pisa, I believe.
That's a
Andrew
cursed
Campbell,
place.
you take that back. You take that back. How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, but over in Hawaii, you guys got coconut trees going down there, don't you?
We have coconut tree, but there used to be Maui Golden Pineapple, like Maui Landed Pineapple Company in Maui. And what they did is they had hundreds of acres worth of pineapple. In fact, like right up the hill from my grandma's house, there were pineapple fields, and they stopped producing for some reason. They stopped growing them out there and stopped harvesting. But I swear, like you get on a dirt road up there with a truck, drive for 15 minutes, driving like 30, 40 miles per hour, you would not get to the end of the pineapple field. Straight shot.
Oh, wow.
It's like pineapples as far as the eye could see. And like in 80-degree weather, pick one out there right off the ground, cut it open with my pocket knife. Best pineapple you've ever had. Better than anything you've ever had.
It's fresh. It's natural.
Oh,
it's just
dude.
got its most nutrients at that moment as possible. But
Frequency.
I love coconuts. I wish they could grow here in New England, but that ain't gonna happen.
Dude, frequency. So when you're doing like the whatever the show you're talking about, the Chinese people,
Yeah,
have you ever watched the Japanese Godzilla versus Kong?
I haven't.
I seen parts of
I
it.
did.
I heard they had two different endings: one for American audiences, one for Japanese, where one King Kong wins,
Yeah.
the other Godzilla wins.
In the version they made for China, the Mongols come in and take over. But just a little.
What?
The fucking tribal people were literally just Japanese and blackface.
I remember that.
Now, technically, doesn't Mongol just mean you have epicanthic folds on your eyes? So that could be the majority of people who originate from Asia and those with Down syndrome, right?
Look, dude. Everybody
I
knows
thought- I thought-
Mongols.
I'm not making it funny. I'm serious. I thought that's what it meant. Is you have that?
No.
epicanthic
I think it
fold.
means. Well, maybe it does mean that also, but I always thought it was just meant Mongolian people from Mongolia.
Dude.
Well, I mean,
no.
Mongoloid.
Yeah, actually-
Mongoloid refers to people with the epicanthic folds here, and
Epicanthic fold. See,
I
in my
think
family,
am I
we
saying
actually
that
have
right?
Wrangler.
Yeah, epicanthic.
It's very easy to understand.
So what you're
Mongols
saying is all Mongolians are people with Down syndrome.
No.
Yes.
I
Now,
have-
all people with Down syndrome are Mongoloids, but not all Mongoloids have Down syndrome.
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
But I
And-
mean,
in fact,
technically,
in my-
we all were
Yeah,
Mongoloid
we
at one
brother.
point. We all had those folds, but they tend to unfold in most people before we're born.
Well, I had to open up my eyes to see the truth, and here I am today. Anyway,
We're,
no. Oh
we're
yeah,
wondering how can I reclose them?
Oh yeah. No, I have something weird. So I've had about 5 or 6 Asian women in the last year and a half come up and tell me that they think I look Korean or ask me if I'm Korean.
What?
hold on. Let me before we continue.
Didn't say anything.
Let's see.
You look too manly, man.
I can
You look
see a hint.
manly.
I can see a hint of potential because you do have a bit of the eye,
Yeah,
And-
yep.
and they have a more roundish rather than elongated facial structure. Like I think what is it, Japanese and Thai, they have the more angular face, and I think Chinese and Korean tend to have a little rounder more often than not.
Yeah, typically. Yeah.
I can't see it. He's too manly. Everyone knows Koreans all look like girls. All right.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. I said it. That's what they try to do. They always try to look younger. Therefore, you're not Korean. You look too manly, man, and too
Dude,
old.
if I should, you know, Andrew, I am Italian, at least partially, but I'm freaking everything, dude. So yeah, I got everything.
Oh, welcome
Yeah,
to the
apparently I
melting
got
pot.
some Arab in me. I got some Spanish in me. I got
What
some.
are hey Stormfront, what are their names? Sorry.
Yeah, I got Spanish, English, Irish. I think it was my brother that did the genetic ancestry thing. We were surprised to find out we had some Norse in there. I'm like, who wandered?
Well,
It
no.
ain't who wondered.
Is
who got
that
kidnapped.
why I love lightning storms and hammers? I mean, where'd that come?
Hold up. That actually would make sense because, yeah, what was it, Dublin,
Mhm.
Yeah,
in Ireland?
Yeah.
With,
Ireland.
Which
Norse-
part? Well, I went to a high school called Dublin, but it was in New Hampshire.
No, but you said you got Irish in you. It's not that big of a stretch if you got Irish or English.
Well,
Yeah,
Irish
I
and
mean,
English, a lot of that is
over closer to the Mediterranean, I get. It's like we got the Iberian and the Anglo and the Celtic, but I was like, where did the freaking Norse come from? That no
Well,
idea.
that's what I'm saying. If you're Irish and English, it's not that much of a stretch since they literally
a lot of them are Nordic
peacefully
in origin.
moved in.
Yeah, that's
peaceful
how
protest.
that's how they did. That's how
I don't know my
yeah.
European geography.
How that
very
always
well.
works. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? That's how it always works.
Well, yeah, you got the. It's like, oh, I'm English. What does that mean? Oh, are you
Sorry.
from the
You got kicked out.
Anglo-Saxons,
Anglo.
the Picts, or and frick, the Anglo-Saxons, they came from like Norse area mainland also originally.
Listen, Kahuna, I got kicked out by the YouTube lords for saying the truth, so I would take it back. You definitely look Korean. You definitely
I'm here for representation, actually. That's why I'm here. Franker's like,
Yeah, sure.
shoot, we don't have any Asian people on here. Damn it.
We don't need them anymore, man. It's all about the Latins. Don't you know that?
We
The
need
Latinos-
we need one Asian
cringe.
guy.
Oh
We need
my
one
God.
Asian guy, but not too many because we don't want them to upset our school averages. So, just me.
I cannot stand that whole X in the Latin thing. That's nails on a chalkboard to me.
Let's just put
Yeah.
all of these different cultures that we're supposed to respect into a single box that means nothing.